Get used to defeat or regret. Apply pressure to lessons with my feet on their neck. Till it breaks like a b-boy, the beat on my chest. Hands free with this rap and I don't need yours.
Hi, I'm Jillian with GrowYourFlow.com, sitting here with Haphduzn today at the Fine Line Music Cafe. We just wanted to start off this interview talking a little bit about your background. Can you tell us anything that might have shaped your influence in hip-hop?
I don't know. I mean, I grew up around it a lot older than a lot of people would think. So I grew up around it, and I watched it kind of, go from, this little fledgling thing where it was kind of, all it really was in my neighborhood for a long time was just people break dancing, and I don't know, it's flowered into, something beautiful, that's kind of a culture in itself and kind of drives itself, and for some of us it's become a business, so I'm happy for that, for sure. But yeah, I think the thing that inspired me most was I think the first was really breakdancing, and then watching like graffiti and whatnot, and we didn't really have DJs at that point here that were prevalent, so later that stuff came, and obviously it's become what it is now. So.
Right. Well, you've been going through some pretty tough stuff the last couple of years. How are you overcoming the stress of that?
I just don't put anything into it. If people have negative things to say, that's fine. I mean, most of the stuff that you hear, about me that's said that's negative or not, I've talked about on records. I don't hide anything. I'm super candid, almost overly candid. My wife gets mad at me a lot, and I've had friends and family be really upset with me about saying certain stuff on record, or just even on Twitter. I'm really candid because I feel like the only way for other people to relate to music is for me to be honest with you. And if I'm not honest, then what are you really taking away from it? And I can't expect you to the people who I like, the people who I liked growing up, like Nas and Tupac, it's because they were raw and that's who they were. They didn't give you a fraudulent version of themselves, and that's why I do it. I want to be considered. Obviously I got a long way to go before I'm ever compared to either of those dudes, but I want to be considered someone that people can really, you can trust what I say and know that I'm going to tell you the truth, even if it looks bad on me.
Right.
So.
Well, you have a song with Slug and Dimitri Killstorm called Tofu, correct?
Yeah.
How did you get involved with a relationship with Slug and the rest of the people over here?
It's I'd say probably about almost 2 years ago now, probably closer to a year and a half. Me and Dimitri were working on the What Are Your Lines, which is my debut album. We were working on that together, and we shot a video for it because we're underground independent artists. I put out my CD with my money. I spent a lot of money bringing y'all the music, so I hope you like it. But anyway, so we spent all this money, and we got access to somebody who's well known in the video community right here named Dave Wilson, and he we got a chance to hear our stuff. He really liked it, and he was like, I'd love to work with you guys. So we shot a video called Lost in Translation. It's on YouTube. You can find it. I never met Slug, before that point, and we put out the video. And obviously Slug has worked with Dave Wilson before, so I think that's why he caught it, online, and he tweeted it, and I was super thankful because it got exponentially more views than it would have ever gotten before. And I don't know. After that, we found out he actually contacted me directly on Twitter, and we kind of built a friendship from that point on. I'd like to say that we're pretty good friends.
That's great. And along with that song that you released with him, you were at Soundset last year.
Yeah.
And you were also on the Welcome to Minnesota tour.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be coming this year? Do you think it's going to be just as eventful as last year was?
I mean, I like to think so. Obviously, anytime you're, I don't care what it is you're doing, advancement is always, the key goal. If you're not advancing and you're staying stagnant, you're not doing much except for falling behind. So we have 2 projects coming out this year, an EP, and then as well as an LP later this year after the EP drops. So we've been hard at work. We haven't just been sitting around, enjoying the small modicum of success that we've been afforded up to this point.
Now, where can fans, new fans, find your music? Is there a website that you have it on?
We are building our website right now. It will be active before before the EP drops. So within the next couple months, our website will be up, and it'll be Haphduzn.com. We already have the domain, it's locked down and everything. It's not up and running though, so don't go there. But you can go to any, you can go to Fifth Element online. Our CDs in stores there. You can go to iTunes. We're on iTunes, CD Baby. Just look up Haphduzn, HAPHDUZN, and Dimitri Killstorm, and you'll find our shit. It's all over the internet. You can't miss it.
All right. Well, what kind of audience are you trying to reach with the sound that you have?
Everybody. That's the easy answer. I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, there's certain people who try to cater to certain audiences, and that's understandable. You know, like I was a young party kid at one time too. Like I like party music, but the stuff that impacted me most was the stuff that, you know, an artist who could make me cry and in the same breath make me feel like shit, I want to just have fun, you know. So we try to make albums that have a little bit of everything, because I feel like that's what hip hop is. You know, if something's a culture and it relates to people, it shouldn't just be pigeonholed into one certain, you know. A lot of people like to say, you know, oh, well, you're kind of like the hardcore Minneapolis rapper. Like, no, I've been through hard shit, and maybe my record, you know, would make me that in terms of, like, you know, the hip hop people around here. But I'm not a gangster no more. I'm an old man. Like, I got children and shit. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? I got a wife and kids, and I want to live a normal life. But I'll punch you in the face if you fuck with me. Like, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? Because I don't like disrespect. So I'm not trying to be a dick or a dickhead or act like I'm super tough or nothing. But I was raised like that, and, you know, more often than not, if you fuck with me in the wrong way, I will revert to that kind of behavior. And I don't have any shame in that, and I've been in jail for it, you know, and I'll go again if it happens. I don't care, you know. But I'm trying to convey a positive message, because that's what this shit's about, you know. Is pushing I mean, I just want to see progress from everybody, you know, for my children, for the next person's kids. I don't want to make albums that, you know, you can be ashamed to let someone hear.
Alright, well, you said you had an EP coming out soon?
Yeah.
Alright, can you tell us a little bit about it? What kind of sound you have?
Well, this time around, it's going to be, the EP is going to be solely me and Dimitri, so it's kind of like the follow-up to Woody Lions. And I don't want to, like, say that it's in the same, you know, the same swing of Woody Lions, but we just made a whole bunch of songs. It's, you know, it's all the songs that came while all the cool shit that you guys saw about Woody Lions was happening, you know, vlogs and all that. We made an album while we were on the road, and it kind of, you know, was inspired by, you know, what happened with Woody Lions. So we made some songs, and we're gonna put them out, and I hope you guys like them, because it's really for y'all. It's gonna be for free. So, you know, I just, you know, my first album, I put so much money into it, I didn't want to give it away for free. A lot of people do that, but, you know, so this one is kind of like, thanks for buying my shit. Here goes some free shit for y'all. So, but yeah, so it's just me and Dimitri, and the second, you know, the second album I can't get into right now, but y'all are gonna be real surprised with a lot of stuff going on the second album.
That's great to hear. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this with us.
No problem.
GrowYourFlow.com with Haphduzn. Thanks for watching.
Leave them tricks up your sleeve, please, we on abreast. I don't stress what they be on, I'm beyond the best. Never met a beat that I can't free on yet. Evolve, now everything that I breathe on's fresh.
Future stock.